G'day again, everybody. Great to have you listening in. Brendan, Hayden, and Alex from the Markham team. We're continuing our series of chats on British Standard 8102 in its current form. And we're up to our fourth segment in the series. We're more than keen to see a thought shift in the construction industry in Australia and New Zealand around below-grade structural waterproofing. Well, the original intent of this segment was to talk about smart and fast and high-performance installation of basement waterproofing systems, but I'm wondering whether we should walk through the types of protection from the British Standard 8102. Hayden, can you give us a few words on that?
Keen to walk through, right through it.
Nice and slow like
Yeah, walk on through. I reckon the cat might look a bit cash for our audience too. I was thinking of architects or who was listening.
now it's off. Now we're going to do the intro again.
No. Put it back on. We'll be fine.
Okay. Now, good, Bruno. This is great. It's a great topic, and just raising that awareness more of what is British Standard BS 102 and what's part of it. And what it goes over is the waterproofing protection types. So, well, you would have heard in earlier segments and some of our marketing, etc., webinars. First, you define the grade of the basement. You know, what's your performance outcome you're after, and then what type of waterproofing is needed to suit that grade. So there's three main things, and I want to just run through them quickly. Type A, that's a barrier. That's a physical barrier protection. It's a membrane. A lot of people refer to it as like a tanking or something, but that's actual barrier on this side of the concrete side of the wall. And then type B is integral protection, and that's where you start to think admixtures, things that go in the concrete. You've got your structure, and it's integral, it's internal of that structure. That's type B. And then type C is on the inside, actually, and it's a drained system. It's a cavity system, so you still get a dry look and feel of the build, but the actual allows your moisture to come in, and it's cavity drained down and out, and it's run to a central point and pumped out, those sort of things. So you'll get, depending on the grades, you can get a combination of systems.
Yeah.
Depends on your risk levels, etc. But yeah, type A, B, C, membrane, a barrier protection, type B, integral, and type C is like that cavity drain approach. But I don't know if you get any comments on what's better through those, Alex, or what?
Look, it really all depends on the type of project and what we're looking to use the space for moving into the future. Your, I guess, more low end, very much low risk type basement scenario would go down the route of your type C. More with a point of longevity and really keeping that structure to its best ability is your type B. And then you're really moving into archival or habitable space areas for your type A. I'd say so. It really,
it does depend a lot on water table levels,
correct, yeah,
risk, etc. But often those habitable ones will be a combination.
Definitely, yeah. You go more of a hybrid approach for sure.
Yeah, that's good. And thinking about it as you're applying them in the field and as they're designed, can you say something about systems being lightweight and fast and reliable? Perhaps why that's important to the people who are actually putting them together on the site.
100%. Time is money. Obviously, if you can install a sufficient system that's going to do the level of protection that's necessary for that particular space quicker and potentially cheaper via a time saving, it's definitely something that would be beneficial to the market. Lightweight constructive materials, being able to do them in a more segmented way that has a positive flow-on effect to the next stage is definitely a consideration for companies out there.
Yeah, like buildability is really important, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Like
the moment something hard, it gets taken away.
Yeah, and that's when mistakes happen. It's like we want to think about that when we're putting a system forward. Is will our teams on site be able to do this effectively? And is it the right product? Is it the right type of waterproofing for the project? Like, will it match our program? Will it match how we're building the structure? And is it fast? Is it reliable? Is it workable to suit? I think it's pretty important.
Definitely important.
So that probably leads us into the topic of end-to-end design through to warranty, end-to-end quality control. Would that be fair? Who takes responsibility for the waterproofing? And also, I suppose, why British Standard 8102 is a great reference for that approach?
Yeah, I mean, someone has to head it up, don't they?
Yeah.
And someone has to own that process, like you say. And being an end-to-end, it is an end-to-end thing. It's from that, we've spoken in past sections on early integration.
Yeah.
And then right through to sort of performance warranty. We're talking after the structure's in use, obviously. Someone still owns that whole waterproofing concept. And to date, what the industry's done is had a lot of different players in that space. On one project, there's a sort of a consultant and a installer, a waterproofing supplier, might be a third party review, all these things, and no one's exactly holding it together and saying yes, this was put forward because of this reason. And right through, we quality controlled it through the construction process. We believe in the design, the install, and we've got a performance warranty running with it. And I think that's pretty strong and needed, Alex?
Definitely. And just to touch on a previous podcast that we did, we've mentioned in there that there's a breakdown, a figure, a table. And if you can get all those heads around the table and methodically go through, it definitely allows somebody to take on that responsibility a lot easier, a lot more fluid, because they're aware that everyone else is aware of what needs to happen and what the agreement is, instead of blindly taking on responsibility, if you will.
You know your part.
That's right, yeah. And there's been, conversations had, how we're going to do this. It really de-risks the risk in a way by having that round table, and allows that person who is going to be the final person, putting the stamp on the warranty and coming up to fix things, that, hey, look, we did speak about it and unfortunately it's gone wrong. Bang, gets fixed, rather than, oh, that wasn't mentioned, you installed this, it came from here, finger pointing, and at the end of the day, the asset owner sitting there going, scratching their head.
Yeah.
my basement's still wet, it's still leaking.
Seen it time again.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So one of the recommendations from the standard is to have a single waterproofing consultant guide the process. Do you want to have a word about waterproofing consultants and the British CSSW system?
That's me?
Either or.
No, good. I agree. And I like the choice of word you use about guiding. That's exactly what it is. It's someone that's there, it's a trained person, it's someone with experience. It doesn't do all the doing, but it guides, it knows the framework, it knows the standard, who knows how it should operate, and then gets the parties in as involved. And CSSW is a great accreditation and certified surveyor of structural waterproofing. And there's actually only limited in Australia and New Zealand of those, but they are great people to get hold of and run your projects past them.
100%.
Like, are we doing the right process? Are we running the right steps? And I know a couple. Alex would know a few as well. We could point you if you're listening and reach out. But it's massively important, I believe.
And even it takes the emotion out of the design and the requirements. It's a third party, purely looking at the facts of what is necessary to achieve that space.
I like that.
It's
emotion is a huge factor in this game.
100%, and it's totally an emotionless view on what you need for your space for it to succeed in that in that environment.
Yeah, and they don't have commercial. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to get this product in there. It's what is the project? Okay, we'll go through the steps and we'll get the best outcome for you. I think it's good.
Definitely.
Brilliant. Many thanks. To all our listeners, I'd encourage you to browse around the Invisible Strength Media website. There's a growing amount of material, including these wonderful podcasts on there. And keep your ear out for the 5th and last segment of the series to be released soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks all.
Markham, adding life to concrete.